Hi, I'm Asha from Skate Fresh. I'm here with Ivo from This Is Seoul in Amsterdam. We've just done some skating and some filming, so we're just having a chat on a bench. I was saying I never get the chance to kind of talk with a lot of different instructors because you know, we're often in our different places. And I'm curious, you know, you're a shop owner, you're also an instructor, and your past is from the world of aggressive skating. You know, what's your opinions, or where are you on the kind of heel break debate? Because this is just one of those super controversial issues generally. Are you pro? Are you con? Are you?
Well,
what's your heel break story?
I'm pro and con. That's the short.
Very good.
I think there's a place for it, but I also think there's a place to let it go.
Right. Where is the place for it?
I think as soon as you can learn the T break, because there's a whole arsenal of breaks that you should be able to master in the end. It's kind of like your tool belt of breaks, and each of those breaks have a different utility.
Absolutely.
For example, the snowplow is really wide, but if you don't have the width, you need the heel break or the T break because they are linear and narrow.
Absolutely.
And they supplement or they replace each other, or they can. It's kind of like the same thing. So once you can do the T break, you can take your heel break off. I would say.
Yeah. I often say that, you know, I wish the heel break was looked at as this thing that beginners start with the heel break, and then when they've got, you know, one or two other methods, they kind of graduate. You know, you could have a graduation ceremony where you remove your heel break and, you know, throw it in the trash.
In the fire.
Exactly. That's how I would. You know, in England we have learner plates, L plates on cars when you're a learner driver. I think the heel break should be like it's like a learner plate. It's like this person is new, they don't know any other stops yet, so give them a break and give them some space, you know. And so I think that's, it's good. So you rent your skates with or without heel breaks, or both? Right. And you're teaching beginners, Do you notice, I mean, this is something, instructor-to-instructor question. I've noticed over the years that beginners who kind of go through their first few months, let's say, with their heel break and they learn to use it properly, I find that their progress, you know, not just through stopping, but their progress through like beginner level tends to be, you know, better, more confident, slightly smoother progression than the beginners who learned without a heel break. Now, you know, why would that be? I think it's because they gain the confidence early on, and then they at least don't have those early falls, which I think when people fall early on, they can just say, skating's not for me, this hurts, it's too difficult, you know, and people stop. And I think our job really as instructors is to try and prevent those early falls and keep people skating for as long as possible, right? But do you notice any difference between beginners with a heel break or without?
I don't have as clear of kind of like a data set of that in my mind where I see a pattern. I do think that that it's definitely utilitarian, like it has its use in the beginning, and definitely for like probably 90% of the people, it's smart to start with the heel break. But because it's inherently a part of skating to be playful, because there's so many things that are coming on in your path, like little bumps on the roads, bicycles, cars, pedestrians, dogs, everything, twigs on the
furniture,
ground. Exactly. Tram tracks. And you have to find a way to deal with all that, and you cannot deal with it on the spot. You have to deal with it through a version of play where you like simulate all those situations. So play is an integral part of skating, and the danger of the heel break is that it gives you a quick fix, and it doesn't enable the play mindset. So there's the benefit of not having the heel break is that it forces you to go into a little courtyard or whatever place and learn all the real breaking techniques and through play and through practice. And this is a process that should be part of your skating anyway. So I think it's good for people to start with heel break because it's so easy and you don't want to have the bad interaction, bad experiences in the beginning. But you also want them to graduate from it.
I think that's a good point, because I'm constantly encouraging my beginners to, you know, be using the heel break and learning the plow and the stepping plow and the T and, you know, the power slide and you know, I think we share the same view that you want an arsenal of stops in your toolbox or on your tool belt. You know, and you're right. They each have their purpose. They each have their advantages and disadvantages. Certain situations, certain wet, dry, rough, smooth. You know, you don't want to be plowing in any kind of wet or damp, for example.
But soul slide, you want to do one as well.
Oh yeah, so exactly. So I think take it from two instructors. The more stops you have, the better prepared you're going to be. The safer you're going to be. The more fun you're going to have. The more wows you're going to get. You know.
The biggest thing not to have a heel brake, because I can imagine somebody having an argument like, yeah, but I can already brake, so why should I learn any more? And I think,
you mean I can already heel brake, why should I learn any other methods?
And I think the biggest counter argument to that, or the answer to that question should be that heel brake is a linear grind. You cannot heel brake and steer away from the danger. So if you're on like the sidewalk and suddenly there's a car coming and you're like, oh, there's a car. You don't want to heel brake into the car.
But you can 90 degrees with a heel brake. In an emergency, it's been done, I think. But
maybe. But it's
one way easier than the other for sure. Like this way would be harder. Yeah. This way. Yeah.
I would say once you're like mastering all the basic. So once you hit soul slides, then you can do like steering away from the danger and braking at the same time.
True.
And that's where you really want to be at.
Yeah.
So I see soul slide as the graduation point as well. And like,
do you put soul slide? Where do you put it in order? T-stop, plow, steppy plow. Sorry, heel brake, plow, steppy plow, T.
Yeah, sure.
Then what's the next? Turn stops, soul slides.
Yeah, so that's kind of it. Like after T-brake comes soul slide, I think. Yeah.
And then, because I find students really struggling with turn stops. Turning is a lot more complex than it looks. And I think people definitely get T-slides way before turn. Yeah. Like lunge stop or parallel turn stop. Yeah. Cool. Great. Yeah. Interesting. Thanks. Yeah. Any excuse to chat about the heel brake, I'm all over it. Great. If you're in Amsterdam or Berlin or Antwerp, check out This Is Soul Skate Shop. They've got all the stuff. I got some new footies, my little power slide socky things. They're fabulous. And everyone on the Skate Fresh trip has got a new pair. So we used up your supply. Great. Thanks so much, Ivo.
Thank you, Asha.
Great to meet you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.